Welcome back everybody for episode 3 of the Hogwarts Legacy playthrough and the continuation of the story of our homie Buster Douglas. After helping Nora deal with the Dark Wizards and completing our first Merlin trial, we ended up back at Hogwarts for the championship round of Crossed Wands. This was the first true test of how good you were at the combat system of the game. As you can see here, all the different students had different colored shields, so you had to make sure that you used your spells sparingly, because if these guys ended up catching you lacking, they hit you for big damage. After many failed attempts, I decided to take a break and engage in the second defense against the Dark Arts class, and this was a cool little cutscene here showing exactly what goes down in the different classes around Hogwarts. Upon finishing class, we were able to learn another spell, Expelliarmus, which proved to be super useful throughout the entire game, as when using it, it disarmed the weapon from your enemy. With a new spell in our pocket, it was time to claim what was rightfully ours and to become the Crossed Wands champion, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Bitch, I got my own fight, don't need security in the club. All they wolfing on the net, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go, I shot up everywhere they was. Yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood. Brr, brr, bitch, come get it back in blood. We ain't mask up, no Dodger X, niggas know who it was. They storing shit just like the 80s, want some back, get it in blood.
After becoming Crossed Wands champion, we were exploring one of the courtyards of Hogwarts and stumbled upon this note from a house elf named Scrope, telling us that he knew about the book that we found in the restricted section and could help us find its missing pages. Of course, it wouldn't be a house elf quest without a puzzle, as we stumble upon a second note in another courtyard, directing us closer and closer to Scrope's actual location. Upon reaching the second note's destination, we find a third note which tells us his exact location down by the water's edge.
Thank you for coming all this way.
Scrope actually ends up giving us a lot of insight as to why this book that we found in the restricted section is so important, and also tells us all we need to do to find the missing pages is take this piece of toast that he gives us to a nearby cave. After traversing down the coast for a bit longer, we stumbled upon the secret cave that Scrope was telling us about. After placing the toast on the pedestal, it activated this painting of a kraken and turned it into a door. It was super cool to see that just this tiny piece of moldy, rotten toast had the ability to straight up blow a hole in the middle of this kraken painting and give us access to what we were truly looking for. Or so we thought. We ended up stumbling upon Richard Jackdaw, one of the ghosts in the Hogwarts universe, and he gave us some more insight on these missing pages and urged us that if we wanted to find them, we had to follow him to the Forbidden Forest. Upon entering the Forbidden Forest, we came across our first poacher camp, and these were small little camps where poachers would be holding animals, so all you had to do to clear said camps was to take out all the enemies, collect the collection chests, and then you would be able to free the caged animals. After finally meeting with Richard Jackdaw, we continue our journey towards where his death took place, and this is where we encounter spiders for the first time, so sit back and watch Buster take care of these 8-legged bozos.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Protego! Stupefy! Stupefy!
After taking care of the spiders, we had finally made it to Jackdaw's tomb, and this door right here had one of the coolest opening animations I've seen. Just check it out. We had finally made it inside Jackdaw's tomb, and after completing a puzzle, it exposed the bridge that we would need to cross to finally get the missing pages. We had finally made it to the end of the tomb and located the missing pages for the restricted section's book, but it didn't come without a fight. Dressed in our true Elden Lord attire, we had to show these pensive guardians how to truly fight in the wizarding world. After defeating the pensive guardians, we stumbled upon another trace of ancient magic which unlocked a door to a secret area of Jackdaw's tomb we had not seen before.
How am I being protected? What sort of magic is this? I can only hope this magic protects me until I'm able to make my way out of here. What is this place?
We had finally uncovered the true secret of Jackdaw's tomb, and that was the map chamber. In the map chamber, you could speak to Hogwarts professors or students from hundreds of years ago, and we were able to get a ton of insight on ancient magic and also the trials we would have to be going through later on in the game.
We can access expressions of magic that few others can. Opportunities will arise that allow you to sharpen this rare talent. Do not squander them.
I won't, Professor. Thank you.
Reaching the map chamber unlocked talents in the game, and it was basically just a bunch of little skill trees that you could use to make your character stronger. We find ourselves back at Hogwarts engaging in our second potions class, and this time we're hoping it goes a little bit smoother than the first day. No explosions should be happening when you're trying to craft potions. After completing our second day of potions class, we unlock yet another spell, Depulso. This is a very good spell to use in combat as it pushes enemies away from you. With potions class finally ending, we made it to the point that every Hogwarts Legacy player had been waiting for, and that was flying class. It was super cool to see the whole process and learning how to fly, and it was almost a one-on-one carbon copy of the movie. It's just super cool to see.
Up!
Thank you.
Now, your turn.
Up!
Up!
Up, you stupid ratty school broom!
Up!
What a view!
Whoa! Our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Ha! Good. I've got this.
Oh, well done! Have a moment?
After finishing up our first true experience with flying in Hogwarts Legacy, we are coerced by another student to follow him as he takes us on a tour of the Hogwarts grounds.
Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as... Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today. Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
Ha ha! Now that's more like it!
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Flying tips and a jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Let's hurry back.
We did not get away scot-free though, as the teacher was completely aware of our wrongdoings, but it was super cool that Everett gave us the chance here to see the castle in its entirety and fly through the different areas we had not yet explored.
Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Buster's first priority after finishing flying class was to head over to Hogsmeade and purchase a broom of his own. It was super cool to see the different options that you had right from the get-go. I was expecting just to get a good old hand-me-down broom to start, but you actually got some pretty sick-looking brooms to start the game.
That item is of the highest quality.
If you guys made it to the end of this video, I truly do appreciate you. Was running into a lot of issues with this video last week in the editing process, so I'm super happy that I was finally able to get this video out for you guys. We're still on the road to 100 subscribers here on the channel, so if you haven't already, please subscribe. It helps me out a ton and it's free to you. Also, returning on Monday, March 13th at 3:30 p.m. Central Time will be the Dead Space Remake live streams. I had to take a quick pause on that as I had to essentially re-edit this entire video after the video file got corrupted last week. But yes, those will be returning on Monday. Much love as always, guys. I really do appreciate the love you guys have been consistently showing on these Hogwarts Legacy videos. If you have not watched the past 2 episodes of this playthrough, I will have a playlist here on screen for you guys to get caught up. But without any further ado, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night whenever you end up watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.